Yep, I got glasses on today. Don't wear these hardly at all because you guys already know if you watch the channel that I struggle reading a lot. But the good thing is I've mentioned in other videos, the one thing I do read a little better is the Bible, and I think that's just because I've known it for so long, for so many decades as a child. So I wanted to do another little quick thing about the Bible today and verses that mean a lot, and again, the depth that is in these verses that at least I know I personally look at. I know what they mean. I think I get it, but I don't really, I guess I really don't. And the reason why I say that right now is I'm actually having a rough week. I've just made some mental blocks to where, not that I'm forgetting a lot of stuff. Of course, you guys know I don't read. I read very like a very young child. But also, I forget the names, forget your name. I know who you are, of all my friends. That's the nice thing about Facebook is that you get the pictures and you get the name remembrance, and I can try to send some messages and things, and I know when you respond who you are and where I've met you from, and that's a special thing for me. But getting back to the story, some of the problems I've had, I don't know if it's cognitive wise, but I'll just give one example. This morning, of all crazy things, I eat the same cereals, I eat the same foods basically every week, just in a pattern. And I always eat total cereal mixed with some other things during the breakfast. And today, I took the total cereal out and put it into a dog bowl instead of my bowl. Now, I didn't do that on the ground. We do have a pup that Vicky and I chose to get with the girls. Vicky really loved this little pup, and he is time consuming like most pups are. But we keep his little metal bowl up on the counter where his food is, so he won't try to get to it. It's easier for us to remember to feed him. So, but still, it's a metal bowl with little dog paws on it, and yet I just totally poured my cereal into there. Thankfully, I caught that before I added milk and started to eat it. But it's just, I know people say that can happen, but I've had some really weird other lacks that have happened these last few days, more than I've ever seen. But to the Bible verse, I'm going to try to read this again the best I can, because my point is for me to dig in it, and I want you also to, maybe it'll benefit you to dig into some of these things. And this is coming from in John, I believe it's like in 15. I already got the thing zoomed in as best I can read it, and that's why I got my glasses on. Jesus is saying, "My command is this, to love each other as I have loved you. That greater love has no one than this, to lay down one's life for one's friends. You are my friends, if you do what I command you. I no longer call you servants, because a servant does not know his master's business. Instead, I have called you friends. For everything that I learned from my Father, I have made known to you." I like this part as well, I like all of it. "You did not choose me, but I chose you and appointed you so that you might go and bear fruit, fruit that will last. And so that whatever you ask in my name, the Father will give you. This is my command. Love each other." I won't go over even most of that, but we've heard it, I would imagine. Maybe you haven't. If not, that's a wonderful part. I'd always recommend. John's one of my favorite books to ever read. That's a very intimate relationship that John had with Jesus, and we get to enjoy that, and we're blessed to have that to read. But even back to the first one, to love each other as I have loved you. I know I should love all of you. I know, as a previous video I've done, I should even love my enemies, which is difficult. But I think where I fail is, I don't know if it's even possible for us as sinners here on earth to truly grasp how much God loves us. In another book, and I can't remember the section, the verse, or the chapter. I was amazing that I was able to read this, but again, I've tried to really memorize it and read it more. Was that, it talks about how, trying to describe, I think it was Paul, trying to describe how great God's love is for us. No height, no depth, no width. There's just no way to measure it. When you look at the sky, I mean, you think of all the planets, you think of the universe. It still can't describe God's love for me and for you. I mean, we know He sent His Son to die on the cross for us, but it's still hard to fathom. I wish I could even just grasp a fraction of that love and have that passion and desire to share it to other people, not just my family, not just my friends, but to my enemies as well. So just wanted to read this to you guys, and it was a joy that I was able to read it. Been working on it for a while. So love y'all. I appreciate the prayers for sure, especially right now what's going on. I do have to get some more lab work done this week and see a heart doctor Thursday, because some of you guys that have known me for a while may know I've got some valves that definitely don't work like they should, but that's why I just try my best to stay in shape. So I think just me doing this video is helping me. It's helping me mentally, trying to read these words, knowing that this is so important in my life and so joyful for me to not only read it, but to share it. So I appreciate the time that you've given me to listen to it, and I hope it blesses you as it has for me. Love you guys as always, and I appreciate the prayers.